Give yourself a round of applause for coming out tonight. Oh, come on, Tempe, you can do better than that. Are you ready for the blast? Now coming to the stage, make some noise for your host and MC, Tony Visser.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. That song is actually almost as old as I am. How are you? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the fabulous Tempe Improv. How you doing? Good mood? So are you guys ready to have fun? Because you're a fun crowd. You're a vicious group of human beings, so you were in the right place. This show's like none other, ladies and gentlemen. We call this a class clown show. Here's what makes this show different from any other show you may possibly see. There are great shows here every weekend. Gilbert Gottfried's going to be here this weekend, a true comedy legend. I started doing comedy over 30 years ago. He was already doing comedy. He was one of those guys you watch with. This guy is amazing. Those are great shows to see. There are also all kinds of other shows, comedy contests, open mic nights, places where people are starting. A lot of these people are starting tonight. A lot of these people are going to be on stage for the very first time. But what they're doing is a little different, because for the last few weeks, they've all gotten together every week and helped one another to put this show together. So I know most of you have come out to see a particular person tonight. You've come out to see a friend. You've come out to see a family member. You've come out to see a coworker. I know that. But the odds are there's going to be someone on the stage that you don't know, but your friend, your family member, your coworker probably helped them create their act. Because this is kind of almost like a show that they've all put together, almost like a play. So we enjoy each and every one of them individually. Will you do that? Yes. Are you ready for the show to begin?
Let me make way for someone that actually deserves to be up here. Give it up for a nice warm fella. Because I hugged him like over too many times in the back green room. I think he's scared of me now. Nardo, Perez.
Hello everybody, how you doing tonight? You enjoying the comedy? My name's Nardo Perez, and with a name like mine, everybody wants to know what my nationality is. And I always tell them it's hard to explain, because my mom looks native, my name is Spanish, and my dad's the invisible man, because I ain't never seen that motherfucker. But my full name is Nardo Luis Perez. But I don't look like a Nardo Luis Perez, I don't have the shoulder-length hair, I don't have the cool goatee, I don't have the Latino swagger, But the other week I went to a Latin club. I figured I'd use my name to pick up some women. And so I walked up to a woman and says, "Hey, my name is Nardo Luis Perez." And she looked at me and says, "No, senor, your name is Steve." Man, they make the drinks pretty strong in this place. If my ex was here, I would be expecting another baby. If my son ever asked me how he was conceived, I'm going to have to tell him the truth. I was at the bar one night, had one too many stiff ones, and I decided to give one to your mom, and here you go. I like to watch that show, American Pickers. Anybody like to watch that show? Yeah. And I think I like to watch it because I like to collect things, and I must get that from my dad, because my mom likes to sell things. Last year she went to Mardi Gras and she sold the shirt right off her back for a string of beads. I come from a pretty big family. My mom is over 450 pounds alone, so. But in my family, we have this joke, where if somebody says they gotta go change, we always say, "Into what?" So a couple weeks ago, we were taking my grandpa out to eat for dinner. And we say, "Grandpa, we're gonna take you out to eat for dinner." And he says, "Okay, I gotta go change, So we all, started laughing, says, "Into what?" Well, little do we know he was gonna come downstairs in a beautiful evening gown. And right away, everybody got pissed off, because his shoes matched his purse, and it made the rest of us just look like trash. I love animals, but not like my cousin does. Now he has to register as a sex offender. But the other week I went down to the adoption center to adopt a dog, but I don't like to get one of the puppies, because everybody gets puppies. I want to get an older dog, so I feel bad for them. And I got a dog that's really well trained. You know, he listens, he does tricks, but there's something wrong with him because every time I tell him to sit, he poops on the carpet. Well, and last week I took him out for a walk. Every time I take him out for a walk, the neighbors always look at me funny. And I don't get it. Maybe it's because he's been dead for the last 6 months. I don't know. Thank you over there. But a couple of weeks ago, my mom left me her dog. She went on vacation. She left me her dogs. And she said, don't forget to feed them. I said, okay, no problem. And she came back and she was all pissed off because they weren't there. And I tried to explain it, how hard it was to try to find an animal to feed them to, but she didn't listen. She just didn't care, you know. I read an article the other day on how women are using sex dolls more than men, you know, these days. And a lot of men are getting upset about this, and I don't get it, you know. Because no matter how much these women yell at a man, you ain't gonna, or yell at the sex doll, you ain't gonna get it to take out the trash, you know. I can't even get mine to make a simple sandwich. But I think it's a good thing because I'm just like a sex doll, you know. I don't have a paying job. In bed, I'm stiff as a board. And while I'm making love, I never make a different facial expression. It's always... But when I was in my 20s, I used to be a real big player, you know? I used to have a different classy lady every month. Till my mom found out that Playboy International charge on her credit card was not for a video game streaming service. Well, I got one final thought for you guys for tonight that, comedy is like a case of herpes. If you don't get it, you never worry about it. But if you do get it, you want to pass it on to people you like. And that's my time. Thank you.